Hey guys, what's going on? So seriously, this video is going to piss somebody off, right? I just want to get it out there up front. This is a real pissivity video. So sometimes, and this is just what I've noticed it a lot, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've even noticed it in myself, but I work to change it. Sometimes we are our worst enemy. And we always say that in this really cute contextual manner, like, you know, sometimes I'm just my worst critic. Sometimes I'm so hard on myself. Sometimes that ain't what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the people that know they're jacked up and they want everybody else to deal with them being jacked up. And they refuse to make a change and they refuse to see what it is. For example, sometimes people will say, that's just how I am. And you should deal with it. If you love me, you will deal with me. In essence, what they're really saying is that if you love me, you'll tolerate my dysfunction and you won't challenge me and make me grow because I don't want to grow. And I'm okay with not growing, so you should be okay with not growing too. That is beyond me, and it doesn't make any sense because even though we all have our things and we all have our struggles, we should always be working to progressively change and grow. We should all be working towards an area that says, hey, if multiple people tell you that you have a problem about something, 9 times out of 10, you have a problem. You know, it's kind of like that joke they used to make back in the day. I don't know if y'all ever heard it, but I heard it. They said, if 9 people tell you you're drunk, you're probably drunk. Well, it's the same thing. We can be our worst enemy. Let me give you a very detailed example, because sometimes people are like all in the clouds, like, tell me what you mean. You're bad with money. That's just what it is. You make bad investments, you buy wrong, you're broke. Now, you make a lot of money. What's going on with that? Sometimes we're our worst enemy because can't nobody tell you nothing. You don't want to hear it. You know that you have a weakness in this area, but you won't get help. Well, this is just what I do. I work hard for my money, so I should be able to spend it. There's a time and a place for that. But listen, you can't be mad at the world if you won't stop spending your dollars. But they do. They're always mad. Or for example, I just don't understand why people don't want to work with me. I deliver great work. I do what I say I'm going to do, but you don't do it on time. You don't do it with organization, and you don't do it with excellence. You are your worst enemy. Because if you have areas that you're struggling in and that you're weak in and you're aware of it and you refuse to change, nobody wants to deal with that. And what that actually says about you as a person is that you refuse to do the work necessary to change you. And that's something that most people don't want to be a part of. Life is difficult in every aspect that it is. It's never going to be easy because we're constantly evolving. We're constantly changing. What I liked last year, I might not like this year. The things that I go through, they may change me. Every single thing that you encounter, it has the ability to make impact on you. It makes you think. It changes your heart. It changes your mind. It changes your perception of things. And your perception is not necessarily everybody else's reality. And that's just the truth of the matter. You can't ask people to deal with your level of dysfunction that you're aware of. And you also can't ignore the level of dysfunction that you have if you've heard it over and over again. What I find is that most people know they have a problem, they just don't want to change it. They actually want people to jump on their bandwagon. They want people to agree with their side. They don't actually want to do the work to make the change. And that's what separates the good and the greats. Because sure, you can be good at everything that you do, but you can't be great if you don't 100% focus on doing something. Make sense? You have to constantly be aware. And this is something that I just realized. Sometimes it's not the outside that's against you. Sometimes it's the inner you that is your biggest enemy. Sometimes it's who you are. And asking people to deal with that in the level of anything is foolishness. I'm just saying. So listen to me. Let me help you understand something about you. You have to get real with your dysfunctions. You have to make some effort to make a change about yourself. Otherwise, you can't ask anybody to tolerate that. And if you do, then they become increasingly selfish. Because you shouldn't want anybody to deal with the worst part of you. This is the thing about relationships. Y'all walking around here traumatized, traumatic, and traumatizing other people when you know that you're dysfunctional in your trauma. I'm just saying, stop that. Everybody stop that. Deal with your issues. Deal with who you are. And stop allowing yourself to be mediocre and settle. Now listen, if you want to be mediocre and you want to settle, then stop going around telling people, I'm trying and I'm going to change and I want to be better. Just say, I'm okay with being mediocre. I'm okay with being bootleg. I'm okay with at the bottom of the barrel. I'm totally fine with that. My thing is pick a side. I'm cool with whatever you cool with. I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna do me, but if you don't want to, I'm not mad at you. Just be honest about the assessment that you're making about yourself and allow people to deal with you based on your honesty. Don't bamboozle them into a relationship with you thinking that, oh, I have so many goals and change, when you really know that you don't want to work to do nothing. That's all I'm saying. Be honest. Let people make a decision about the real you, not the enemy that the world is out and painting the picture that, oh my gosh, woe is me. Stop that. I'm just saying. So, I know some of y'all are mad. I know some of you are upset. And you really got to stop saying that I'm a product of my environment and this is just what it is and I don't have the ability to change, because you can educate yourself. You can get the tools, you can get the resources, you can get around the people, but all that requires a mindset change. All of that requires you to do work. And if you really, really don't want to do the work, just be honest about it. So until next time, don't forget to comment, like, and share. Tell me your thoughts, tell me your opinions. You think I'm wrong? Because I don't think I'm wrong. But I could be wrong. I'm open. Just saying. I'll talk to you guys soon.